Don't forget to subscribe to Panda Outdoors. Do it now.
Okay folks, so welcome to this episode of Panda Outdoors, and we are outdoors now. It's not just prepping stuff, we're out doing a bit of fishing. I'm in the Solar 2-man bivvy. Andy's come down, we're going to show him how to fish. He's never fished in his life. He's in the one target teepee. And then Liam's in the camper, and then we have got Lewis, Steve and Tifo all bivvied up all along there. So as you can see, it's a great backdrop. There's no big fish on this lake. I think the biggest is like 16 pound, but it's meant to be a runs water you'll catch all day. So let's hope we don't blank on an easy lake, and let's hope we get a few fish on the bank. I'm using the Nash 10 footers, Louis on the Nash 9 foot dwarfs, and Andy is using my 6 foot Nash dwarfs with me brand new reels I got for Christmas that I haven't even tested yet. So let's hopefully we get a fish. Let's hope Andy gets a fish because he's never fished before, and let's hope it's a good weekend on the bank. And I'll bring you back in a little bit once we get a fish on. I think tonight we're having a barbecue, so hopefully we are in store for that. And I'll show you what rigs we're using, what tackle I'm using, and any new kit I'm using. And if I can find links for the kit I'm using, I'll leave it in the description below. So stay tuned. Hopefully this will be a good vlog, and I will give you a little tour around the lake. It's ended up being a lovely day. Apparently we are going to be walking up that tomorrow at some point, but that'll be in a separate video, just in case I need oxygen or an ambulance or the air ambulance to come and get me if I die. So yeah, stay tuned for this video, and hopefully we get fish on the bank and it's a good one. Okay folks, so just in the bivvy now, just relaxing. I've had Tipo lost the mirror. I've had no knock so far on my carp rods. I have changed over to bottom bait krill boilies. Just been having a little play about on the quiver tip. On my quiver tip, I managed to get a roach, so I'll put a picture in of the roach now. Just a little mess about, but it is one fish off my little goal of the year. So most of you will already be onto this, but fishing with Carl, used to be Carl and Alex. So he's brought out a book. He's brought out a little book. So and it is the Simple Fishing Guidebook. It's been a long time since I've properly fished. I only mainly carp fish, but next year and this year I want to get into doing a little bit more different styles of fishing, lure fishing on the canal and stuff like that. So for this little book to brush up on will be great. I will leave the link for it in the description. But I can tick off the first fish, which is a roach. So when you open the book, it comes with, if you can see that, a list of like the most common fish you'll catch in fisheries, canals, your parks and stuff like that. So it's got barbel, bream, common carp, mirror carp, chub, crucian carp, stuff like that, dace. And I've just bagged myself a nice roach, so I'll leave it in the picture. And it was quite a big roach, to be honest. Nice fish, just on a quiver tip with a little bit of sweet corn, using some green swim stem feeder ground bait. So yeah, so that's what I got that on, so we'll be ticking it off. But yeah, this is a great little book. So my campaign is to catch as many fish in this book over the next year and a half as I can. I don't get out fishing all the time as much, so it will be difficult, but that's my goal. Get out, hit a few little parks when I finish work of a weekend and stuff like that. Try and take as many species off. Try and take as many species off in the book. So yeah, so stay tuned. I'm just in the bivvy now. I'm just going to sort out in the bivvy, and hopefully we get a fish. Hopefully I get a bite on the carp rods, and we can get something a little bit bigger on the bank. So catch us in a bit. So as you've seen in the picture then, Andy had a fish. Did manage to get it recorded because Lewis and that have moved. So the lads was helping them move. So guide and Andy flew out to do it. I didn't have a chance to record it, but you've seen the picture. First ever carp on the bank. So I've just got the Ridge Monkey barbecue on now. And have a little barbecue tonight. It's heating up well. So I've got some steaks and some sausages to go on and some burgers. So I'm going to get them on now, have a little cook up, and then I'll bring you back in a bit. So yeah, we've had one carp on the bank. Dave had a move because where Lewis was fishing, two fellas turned up out of nowhere and basically just went in right next to him where there wasn't a swim and ruined his swim. But we're not one for moaning. They just moved around. It's a bit sad, like there's no fishing etiquette, but some people just don't care, which is a bit sad. But other than that, it's a lovely venue, and let's get some food on the go and let's get some more fish on the bank. So see you in a second. And there you go. What was that on, Tippo?
That was on krill bottom boilies, that.
Krill bottom boilies. Yeah. And these was on krill bottom boilies as well. So the two probably least experienced fishermen here have both had fish on the bank. Well done the boys. Well done the boys. And Andy's into another fish. Okay, so we've had two fish on the bank. As you can see now, everybody's cleared out. We've just resent the rigs out. What I'll do is in the morning or later on, I'll show you the rig while I'm sitting in my bivvy with the light on. I'll show you the rig I'm using and the setup for it. It's just basically a sticky krill ground bait with a simple rig on it. It's the same what Andy's caught and what Tippo's caught on. But what I'm doing is I got this little rod. This is going to go in one of my bug out bag kits. It's a small telescopic rod. It goes down to I think less than 30 centimeters, and I managed to pick up this reel with another rod for £1. There is fish showing on the top, and I haven't got, because Andy's using me spare rods, I haven't got another rod, so I am going to set this up and try and do a little bit of surface fishing on it, see if I can snag a fish on this £4 setup. So stay tuned and let's see if we can get a little fish on floating bread off the top, because they are showing.
Ooh, ABY. Yeah. He's the main event.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So it'll be this one then, yeah. Go. Bring it that way. Tight it that way, Carl. There you go, keep it low. Tight it down and you can back it, walk that way. You've gone over on these lines. Yeah. That one, yeah, that one fit and bring it in. Keep it low, keep the tip low. and reel in faster. Let me go over there. He's over you. Tip, stop, you've gone. You bring your rod. Oh no. Lift. Yeah, reel in faster. Right, go on. Step over that, Lee.
Anyone got a net?
Yeah, stay.
Yes. This fish fucker's gone right to the bottom for a good little one.
Bring your rod to the side towards me.
Is your alarm not on?
Yeah, it was on stupidly low. Okay folks, so there's been a few fish on the bank. From what we're speaking to people who come here a lot, when we turned up today, it was absolutely chocker. Every bank there was just lines coming in, people fishing with like 3 rods, 4 rods, or like 3 carp rods and a quiver tip or a float rod. So what we think is there's just too many lines in the water today. But as people started getting off, we started getting runs. I had 2 like nice runs towards the island, but lost both of them. And Andy's had 2 fish. Again, it's just been a little bit hard concentrating on my fishing while I'm trying to teach Andy. So hopefully tomorrow Andy knows a little bit more now. I can leave him a little bit to it and I can concentrate on trying to get some fish myself. Lewis and Steve, you'll see there, I'll put their pictures in now. I think they got a few off the top around about 6 o'clock tonight, so I think they snagged a few off the top. They moved and went the other side of the lake and managed to snag a few fish off the top. Steve's had a run on the bottom rod as well, and Andy's had 2, Tippo's had 1, Liam had a fish as well. I've had 2 roach, playing about with a quiver tip, but I've been helping Andy, so I'm not really bothered about today. We didn't get here till about 1 o'clock anyway, so hopefully tomorrow it's not as busy and we can get a couple of fish on the bank. Apparently there was a 28 pounder pulled out of here a few weeks back, and last weekend or the weekend before there was a 40 pounder pulled out. The farmer said he has got a picture of it. If I can get the picture off the farmer, that'd be amazing. He said he doesn't think it's ever been caught, because of the fight of its life, give the fella the fight of its life, and he's never seen a fish that big on the bank, and he was the one who built the lake in the 80s. So I don't know how true that is, but see what happens, see if we can get a few fish out. If not, I'm on bottom baits, krill bottom baits. If not, I'm going to change over to just a little bit of a, still with the krill bottom baits, but maybe chop a pop-up. I think I've got Bucci berry pop-ups. Just put a little slice of them on top of it, just for some colour, and try and attract a fish to it that way. So I will catch us in the morning. Hopefully I get a fish on the bank. Good morning, YouTube. Liam had a fish in the night, as we said. Tippo had a bream, we didn't get a picture of that. And I had a big naughty run and I was half asleep. I was looking at Andy's rods and not mine, and completely missed it because I was half asleep. So yeah, my own stupid fault. The fellas down the bank were like, oh, was it a decent fish? We heard it screeching and stuff like that, and I said I missed it because I was half asleep. So with a little change up, I've put the fellas down the bank, they fish here a lot. They've given me some tiger nut flavoured
bottom baits, and I've just put a krill wafter on with a few krill boilies around it, fishing well 2 rod lengths out just where it drops, and then I'm fishing over by the island on tiger nut. So yeah, hopefully say we get a fish, but it is what it is. I've been helping Andy fish. He's had 2 fish, never fished before, so Andy goes home today and then I've got like a day and a half then to try and catch a few fish. So let's hopefully get some. Lewis and that, they fucked off yesterday and went the other side, and they've been fishing off the top and had a few fish floating bread off the top, but where we are there's no fish showing on the top, so the fellas down the end are going, and there's been a few fish showing there, so once they go, hopefully if it gets a bit calm and the weather's a bit better, I'll snag a fish off the top up there and bring that along for you. But yeah, so as I say, I will show you the rigs that everyone's caught on as well, so you can see what rigs everybody is catching their fish on. So I'll bring us back in a little while. Sorry, there's not been many fish off me on the bank. I've been too busy helping out and trying to video. So, but yeah, this is a cracking little venue. I think it was just overfished yesterday, completely overfished. There was like, well, I had 2 rods, Andy had 2 rods, Liam had 2 rods, so there was 12 rods between the 6 of us. Then there was another fella next to us who had 4 rods, his mate had 4 rods, and then there was all people with 3 rods further up. Then these 2 fellas down the bottom have got 3 rods each as well, and that was just on our bank. And then over the other side that was completely full as well, so I think it was just a little bit overfished yesterday, but see how we go. So it is ridge monkey time, so I'm just going to do a bit of a full English. We've got German sausages, eggs and bacon for breakfast. So some improvised pan lids to warm them up. As I say, I've split the pan in half. Sausages gone that one and the beans in that one ready for the eggs, but it's just a little bit cold, but the German sausages are cooking nice. So just a little tin foil lid to get it going using the Ridge Monkey Quad Connect stove. Not the most nicely presented breakfast in the world, but beans, sausage, bacon, egg. Breakfast on the lake is not bad.
You ready for this fish? Wait there.
This fish for you, Bream.
Open your bream. And then you lost it right on the bank.
So, first little car for me. Only a little baby one, but it's a nice little fish off the mark. Using a tiger nut little mini boilie that I got off the lad just down there. So lovely little fish. Ready to go back in the water. These fish are really nice from this fishery, so let's get him back in the water. He's had enough stress and get back at it. So first little fish on the bank, not going to bother weighing it, but yeah, let's hopefully we get some more fish in. Again on the tiger nut boilies. This is a much better fish, I think. Just let it come into it. It's not ready. Just don't knock it off. Andy, go and wet that mat, mate.
What, right?
Wet the mat. Not ready to come in there. Get in there. Yes. That's a nice fish.
Right.
Yes.
Rolling again.
So again, this was on the tiger nut. This is a lot bigger than the last one. Not a big, massive carp, but nice little fish. Again on the tiger nut boilie, on the same spot with a little PVA mesh bag with some pellets in. So yeah, lovely fish. So I'm gonna get in this lane, get it weighed. It's probably only about £8 or something, but I'll weigh it anyway. Just weighed it then. It was £9.17 a pound for the sling, so £8.17. I'm just gonna get it back in now. So nice little release. Give it a minute. To just relax, get used to the water, and away we go. Second fish on the bank, get in there. So how do you entertain 4 grown men who've been fishing for years? Well, 3 and 1 who hasn't. You set up a mad float rod, so you're using a 13-foot carp rod with about £15 line, and you put a £4 trace on it. You put a £4 trace on it, and a big mad float that we found in one of the bags. And we're here now catching roach and perch. So I've managed to tick off 3 species now on my book. I've had 2 common, I've had 3 perch, and I've had 3 roach and a perch. So it's not too bad of a weekend. Obviously I haven't really got the roach and the perch on camera playing them, but I've got a couple of pictures of them. Just because they come in easy. So yeah, so we're just having a little laugh, aren't we, boys? Having a little laugh, having a little float fish. And
We've got Andy catching some fish today.
we got Andy, aka the Fat Matties, catching fish. And then I found my long lost brother as well. Hey, we're going on Jenny Kyle next week. But yeah, it's over here now, just having a laugh, using the float rod, and having a bit of fun. The carp rods are still in. I was going to go up that mountain with Lewis and that, but I'm having far too much fun using the float rod. So as you've seen, we have had a few fish. I've ticked another couple of fish off in my book. Again, I'll leave the link for that fishing book from Fishing with Carl. Good little book, great read. Especially if it's a nice gift for somebody, you know, that's new to fishing, or you've got a young family member who wants to start fishing. That's a good little book to get them to get into fishing. I'm just now going to tidy up my bivvy. Andy's packing away. I'm going to pack his down. He's staying till about 6 o'clock, I think. But Andy's going to pack all away. I've had 2 carp. Andy's had 2 carp, which is sound. It's not fished like it normally is, apparently, speaking to the farmer, speaking to another lad. when it's on in here, apparently it's on, you don't stop. But I think from what I'm getting, yesterday just killed it with the amount of rods that were in the lake. But I've had 2 fish, Andy's had 2 fish, Tippo's had a carp and a bream, Liam's had a fish, and the lads over the other side have had quite a few. I think they've had about 10 fish off the top, and 2 off the bottom, or maybe 3 off the bottom, I don't know. But where they are, it's nice and calm, so you can get them feeding on the top with bread. Apparently, once it goes calm in here, you can bag up on bread. I did throw a zig out this morning, but didn't do nothing, didn't get a knock on it. So I swapped over to the tagging up boilies, Dynamech, tagging up boilies, and that's what I'm fishing on. I'll show you my rigs in a second when I reel back in. I'll show you the rigs and what we've caught on. Andy, and I'll show you Andy's rigs when the reel is rods in for him. So yeah, stay tuned. As I say, I'm just sorting my bivvy out now. We had a nice little fire last night, as you see. We're going to do another fire tonight, get a little takeaway. But yeah, this is just a nice chill place. Lewis and that walked up the mountain as well before, but we had a laugh just catching some perch and some roach on the float rod. So hope you enjoyed this little fishing video. It's good to be back out again. It's just good to be out having a laugh, catching some fish and putting them on the bank. So stay tuned for the next video. Stay tuned in this video for any more fish that comes up.
That's a nice fish.
That's a big fish. What was that on?
Target.
So another carp for Andy.
Pick it up.
Yeah, man. Another carp for Andy on krill boilies on the 6-footers. Well done, and well done. Fight on these little 6-footers, a good job. Tippo.
Tippo's going to be gutted. He's gone to chippy.
Get in there. Yes.
Oh,
That's nice.
Nice mirror. So, just caught a nice little mirror again on the Tiger boilies, using the NGT 6-foot rods. This was on Tippo's rod, but he has gone out to go and do the takeaway run. So I've just landed this nice little mirror on his rods. To be fair, he is using my bait, so it was half my fish anyway. But yeah, nice little mirror. Lovely little fish. Nice little fish. So yeah, give a good little fight, especially on them smaller 6-foot NGT rods. So let's get them back in. Oh, it's ripping line. The little pasty's ripping line. Is it a Greg's or is it a Sayers pasty? We do not know. I tell you what though, for little fish, they don't half give a good fight, like. In the net. Bosh! On the smallest rod and reel in the world. Let it go if it wants to go.
pipe. Pulley this in. Hey, the rod was £3 off Tictok.
You're right there.
The rod was £3 off Tictok, and I got a rod and a reel for £1 in the car boot sale.
And he's just caught. Well, he's currently fighting a carp. What method of fishing?
Floating bread on the top.
And here's Liam, the netsman.
The netsman.
Realise you're coming back?
Hey, it's not as easy as it looks. No. This is the best fight ever. This is awesome. Oh lad, this is the best fight ever, lad. I'm shitting myself.
Realise you walk closer to the lake. As you said before, a £3 fishing rod, £3 in money, and a £1 reel from a car boot sale.
Because it come with a rod.
Oh yeah, well 50p reel. Can you get it on the bank? Let it go. Wear it out. Just let it go.
I feel like I've got a £20 on. It's probably about £3 or something.
We go mad, Billy.
Bring it back this way.
Hey, I'm not taking it anyway, it's taking me.
Just let it go.
Hey, I don't know how much line's on the spool, I can't. It's still got the line that was on it when I went to car booting.
4 minutes. Is it in? Oh, that's decent fish, that.
Sure that next right in, lad.
Just keep it in. That's in.
Don't knock it off, bud.
Yes!
Fucking what a fight! What a fight that was. Sorry about the audio, it's on. We haven't got my mic in. But the size of the rod.
That's a nice fish.
And it packs down to that.
Hey.
Hey, and then it's up. So that is the setup that we've got going on in the night. Got the string lights tip out there. It's the bivvy all set up, rocking a little, like you can't really see it, but a strobe light from Timu, inflatable one, running off the power bank to light the bivvy up. Strobe light, and then we've got the little LED fairy light, and then we've just got the fire pit there that we've just been chilling by, looking out to the lake. The moon there, it's all clouded now, and we have been just sitting here watching fishing with Carl.
Got fishing with Carl
This video sees myself
on
and
the
some good
iPad.
friends targeting a range of
So
large
yeah,
and exciting fish.
you can't beat it. So I think we're gonna call it a night now, like. Okay, folks. So just got the rods back out. It is now. We all got the rods out at 7. It's now 9. I've had one take, but we missed it. I was in the. I missed it. I was in the toilet. And the lads couldn't get there in time. On a little. I just changed the bait, like a little fake pop-up sweet corn looking thing. But the rig that we've been using and catching all the fish on this weekend is straightforward. We are running a lead core leader, okay, all the way down to sink it to the bottom. A simple lead clip. This is a quarter one with the push on tail rubber, in case it hits weed to dump the lead. And then it's just on a simple air rig, okay. It has got like a kicker to make sure it goes out straight, and we are running a krill boilie, a signature krill boilie. That is the setup. Very simple, very basic. Bottom baits, that's what we've had most of the fish on, apart from 2. We had them on a same setup, same rig, just on a tiger nut, Dynamech, I think it's called, tiger boilie. So that is the setup that I'm running this weekend.